Today, before stakeholders from the sustainable development community and representatives from the diplomatic corps, Minister of Sustainable Development, Climate Change and Disaster Risk Management Orlando Habet was conferred the Central American Commission on Environment and Development banner from the Dominican Republic. With that gesture, Belize assumes the Pro-Tempore Presidency of the SICA Committee to push forward environmental priorities for the next 6 months.
The Pro-Tempore Presidency rotates every 6 months, which presents a challenging task to guarantee the continuity of this process. However, I can say that, and without fear of being mistaken, that this continuity has been achieved through the previous pro-tempore presidency that the CCAD has been increasing and strengthening basis on the commitment of each holder of the presidency. Last year, with Dominican Republic and Panama.
Last year, several initiatives and projects were approved under the leadership of the Dominican Republic, and new regional priorities were promoted, some of which now fall under Minister Habet and his team.
For us, it is significant because we have on our agenda at least 6 or 7 priority areas that we want to stress and that we want to see accomplished by the time we come out. We have projects within Central America and the Caribbean which are sponsored by some of the same partners in development. We have the UK, which is assisting us with the Biodiverse Landscape Fund, which is a regional project. We have the projects for the 5 Great Forests of Mesoamerica, which is also a landscape project that not only looks at the conservation or preservation of the forest at the landscape level, but looks specifically at communities that are affected so that you can provide those livelihoods.
Minister Habet says that Belize has its own priorities that will improve the regional work, not only for SICA, but also improving the linkage with CARICOM, for which Belize plays a critical role.
Important is that integration between CARICOM and SICA. Last year there was a CARICOM-SICA meeting, and at that meeting it was informed that we have to strengthen that partnership. There is so much politically, but also economically that we can benefit from, and so we have to strengthen that partnership. But also because of our quest within the biodiversity and climate change arena, that we have to work together because we are small island states in the Caribbean and the small countries in Central America, which are all small developing countries. And so we have some of the same effects from climate change, we have some of the same needs, and really the people can integrate and come together with sharing of those experiences that, like I mentioned, sharing expertise. No need for us to be duplicating efforts if we already have something that has worked in one country and we can sort of copy and do what we can in our country.
Duane, Moody for News 5.